What's going on, everybody? My name is Eric Polley at ericpolley.com, and today we will be rebuilding my website. If you would like to follow along, I will be explaining what I do as we go. I would like this to be a single video, but I am sure this will extend way too long, so this is probably part 1. So if you're into it, please feel free to follow up with part 2 and so on. I will see you there when you get there. To start us off, I have VS Code open with an empty folder, and that is exactly what we want. And inside of VS Code, I'm going to hit Control J to bring up the terminal. And inside of our terminal, what I want to create is npx create React app, and I'm going to hit space dot, and that will tell VS Code that we would like to create this in the current folder that we are at. And it will start doing its magic. While that's happening, let's bring up my other screen here, and I'll talk a little bit about my website that I currently have and some things that I would like to fix. Essentially, I'm going to change everything here. I'm going to create a nice nav bar that's responsive, with a nice professional feel, with all these links already inside of it. On mobile, I would like a drop-down menu with a little square. The links here are cut off, as you can see the iframe, but as you play it, the video is structured inside of the square accordingly as you would expect. But when you see the actual cover image of the video, it's not to my liking. However, a lot of the other iframes that are imported from other websites that I have created are working as I would like, and I would actually like to just pull these as is and import them into the new website. The contact needs to be completely redone. I would like to just add functional links to everything. And I got the blog as well, that is another iframe that's connected through a React website. I do have my handy dandy notebook here that I will be going through in my poorly handwritten to-do list there. Right. As for now, React is installed, so I'm going to go ahead and look up Tailwind React, and that's going to pop me up with the docs in order to install my Tailwind into my app. Install my Tailwind into my app. Yes. Alright, so I have copied and pasted the code from the install Tailwind CSS to the terminal. Now I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste the Tailwind config, and we're going to just open up that and go ahead and paste all over that and save. Now I'm going to get the index CSS, and let's look for index CSS, and I'm just going to replace this whole bit with some nice Tailwind configuration. While I have this terminal open, I know that I'm going to need router and routes, so I'm going to go ahead and look for React router, and it should pull me up with the docs I would like right here. And we want, you know what, I'm just gonna go back to look up install npm. There we are, package. And sorry, I got you on that tiny little screen over there. Let me pull that up so you can see what I'm looking at here. So I'm just looking up for the npm installer for React router, which is right there. And as we pull the screen back over here, I'm going to just copy and paste that into the terminal. And this is before I have started the app. just because I know that I'm going to need all of these things. So with all that ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and npm start, as our React app should be ready to start up. And let's pull up a screen inside a screen with router and Tailwind installed. I no longer need those visible. And we are ready to start creating our app. Now, first of all, I have a couple things here that I just really don't need. First of all, like the logo, and it should pop me up with a nice error already because it is referring to a logo that just doesn't exist, and that's right here. And again, inside of here, we want to just delete all of that, and I can just create a blank tag. I forget the name of that, but it's a blank tag is what I'm going to call it for now. Now we are ready to start looking at our list here. So first of all, I would like to go over and find a fav icon. So I'm going to open a new tab and just type fav, and it's already pre-filling in favicon.io for me. And I'm just going to keep that screen small over there. And let's use an emoji, and let's think something fun but professional for computers. So ideally, I would like to look up computers. If there's a symbol for literally computers, that would be ideal. Cool, let's browse around for a minute. Let's pull up the left screen. Well, let me scroll through it real quick and make you sick. Sorry. I wish I knew what any of these meant. I want something fun and unique, but, you know, nothing deemable as unprofessional, right? So, people embody a heart, huh? A baby face, that's what I want. A brain, that's kind of weird, but that's the right idea. I want something that gives me a technology looking. If there's like a little emoji with a fella on a computer, I guess I could just search like man mechanic. That's the closest so far. I just if I right click on it, let's download it for now. I would like something better than that though. A canoe, that's not quite right. Man scientist, that's better than what I already picked. I'll open that in a new window. Oh, there's a little guy with a computer. Man technologist. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Office worker? Is that better than... Okay, I don't want scientist. Is office worker better? I think I like the little laptop. I can barely tell what that is when it's small though. I know this is the exciting fun part because I'm picking according to preference rather than a client request. So it takes me a moment because I would like a nice professional look, right? Feel free to fast forward past this bit. Looks like it's repeating itself now. Yep, let's fill this dead air with a word from our sponsors. Today we are sponsored by EricPolley.com. EricPolley.com, your one-stop shop for everything that doesn't include a mop. Yes, that's EricPolley.com. And Snacky S'mores. Get sued for stating the words Snacky S'mores. Handwriting? It looks like that technology one is the one to go. Is the one to do. The one I'm going to choose. A ninja? I see like people comparing ninjas to devs. I kind of like the mechanic still. Um, Somebody that creates and repairs, right? That's kind of the right idea. Let's compare. Okay, there's a little laptop guy. There's that. A ninja shows up really well. I kind of like the ninja. It's a little less professional than I would like, which again had me thinking about the mechanic. Let me see what the mechanic looks like small. Small. You can clearly see what that is. The ninja, I worry if he were on a dark screen, that would not show up at all, like right there. If it was on Microsoft Edge or something to where it's actually black, you would just not see that. But I guess that's the greatest example you can see right there. I know I'm so indecisive right now about this, and it's like so small, it barely matters. Yeah, let's just go with the mechanic. I like the way it looks better than this one. And the colors just make it a little easier to see what's going on. Is there a mechanic with different shirt? There's a lady. There's this fella. No. Who wants the zombie? I guess a wizard is kind of cool. I like the colors because, well, other than the beard. The beard, see, it's just I don't like the whites because I know that on a light UI, the light color isn't going to show up. You're barely going to see what it is. So, was the scientist always wearing a white coat? Yeah, sure is. Alright. Looks like mechanic it is. Show in folder. Alright, we have it here. I'm just gonna cut and bring it into documents and plop it right into my folder that I'm in currently. I can just do it right here. And I'm just gonna literally go in there and copy the fab icon. I'm doing this just so I didn't replace the one that was inside my downloads. And now I can actually copy and paste that directly into my project here. And I just want to replace that fab icon. If it was zipped still, it doesn't want to just drag and drop like that. But because I unzipped it, it's ready to rock. And if I refresh this app, there it is. It's up and running. It's got a little mechanic now. Alright, so now I wanted to change the name of the app, and I'm going to do that inside of my public folder here in index. And right around here, there's the title, as well as the content, which is the basic information that pops up when you link this website, or what pops up as the description inside of Google. So we would want ericpolley.com. Let's say software engineer and developer dash. Let's just put my whole name, and then another dash with the actual website. Now, where is the title? Title, React app. And we want that to actually be just ericpolley.com. And upon saving that, hopefully you guys can see that ericpolley.com and the fav icon has all been saved. So now we can close all that out, and we can start setting up some routes. I don't want to get too far into this video, but I do want to get some of this website ready to go, so it's not just a blank website. And so we already installed at the very beginning of this video the routes. So now if I add, I should be able to add route like so. Route, right? And routes. So we would want each route inside of each routes, or we want one routes with the route inside of it, and then router so we want browse router as router. Okay, and that gives us an error. Oh, okay. Does router just work out of the box now? I'll take it. Okay, and we have the basic setup ready to go here. What we want to do is, let's see, let's add our routes with the path, and let's just actually just close them up like this. So we need to add a path to each route. Path equals, and we can either use, we could make it dynamic, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do one of these for now. And the element will be, okay, so this part is the one what we want to do like so. And this will be the home page and so forth. Right now it's just going to throw an error, and that's okay, because it doesn't know where home is, right? It's confused. We haven't created a home page, so there is no home. So we want to create pages. New file here. No, we want a folder. So inside of our source, we want to create the folder, which is pages. And I can't remember if this needs to be capitalized or not. I'm just gonna say no for now. And let's create a new file called home. Home.jsx. I'm gonna do JSX so I know exactly what folder, what files I have created myself. That's a fun little trick. So I'm using the RFC extension snippet, and this is from the E7. The E7, oh, let me just pull it up. E7 React Redux GraphQL React Native snippets, and these are extremely useful for exactly this. So now with the homepage created, we can go back over here and just go like this. I just deleted E and then a space, and with home open inside of my VS Code here, it will automatically be able to locate it and import it like so. You can always import them manually just by typing them up like so. That goes for the import router, and router and routes. Alright, and with that saved, the home element is still upset with me. Let's see why. I didn't close it. So I have them inside of parentheses instead of activating them like so. So now I save, and it's all routed up. And it should be displaying home. Let's see why it's not doing that. Okay. I'm pretty sure this router here is supposed to be browse router. Let's look it up really quick. Can you see what I'm doing? Did I open it up? Alright, let's just hop over and let's look up some stuff. So, import router. And let's ask why it's not working. React. And let's hop in and see why it's not acting as I would expect. So that's it. I could have sworn. And then so let's hop in over to our VS Code. See why that's not acting as you would expect. So that should be it. Let's try it in the very beginning. And go down here, and well, we are closing it. That's wrong for sure. Router. You want to close it down here. Close this tag like so. And did that fix the error? No, it's not. Because I broke it even more. So it's router. Oh, oops. No, I want to leave that one alone and instead put router here. And then these are supposed to be routes. Let's check it again. And inside of the router, there's the routes. Did I typo or something? Where is it? Alright, well, I gotta stop at this point because I actually need to use the restroom. So that's where I'm going to stop at this point. I'll see you on the next video.